For me, being a servant leader means that you're leading the charge, and you're leading the charge in quality, you're leading the charge in best practice, but you're also leading the charge in finding the joy in what you do every day. And I like to make sure that my team members have a constant positive momentum every single day. You know, a lot of operations are implemented in silos, and that silo doesn't necessarily lead to an overall view of success. But for us, we all operate as a unit, and we're very resourceful in reaching out to each other as directors and being resources even to the assistant directors and the frontline team members to make sure that everyone grows in one fashion together.
Thank you for joining us on this month's Leadership Spotlight, Terrance. How are you today?
Good. Thanks for having me.
You started off at Memorial Hospital of Jacksonville. Tell me a little bit about where you went from there.
Yeah, so I started off there, had a chance to work with some great directors there. From there I went to St. Louis in the St. Mary's startup. It was a system startup. Got a chance to work there with some great leaders also. After a while we migrated back down south to Mississippi, had a chance to work in my hometown of Clarksdale, Mississippi for about 2 years, and then I was promoted from there to Helena, Arkansas. Got a chance to have my first directorship there, and then moved to Minnesota to work at the East Bank.
That's great. You know, recently you and I did some rounds together up in Minnesota, and one of the things that impressed me most was how transparent the management team was. How important is it to be successful that everybody on the management team is equipped with the same information and the same mission?
It's paramount for our success to manage in that fashion. It's important for us to understand where our gaps are. It's important for us to be forward and forthcoming with making sure that everyone knows that we have those gaps, whether it be the nursing leadership, the frontline staff, and the customer, and also to let everyone know that we have action plans in place to support those gaps. We promote implementing those systems, and we promote identifying those barriers. We communicate to the team every day that it's okay to be red, right? And we consider red as not meeting the standard, but we dive into that red column and we dive into those gaps and we try to identify how we can overcome those barriers. It's not a sense of holding your feet to the fire, but it's a sense of accountability where the teamwork aspect builds the team to that higher level together.
Yeah, that's awesome.
One of the things that I like to do with every new manager is I like to spend an abundance of time with them. I want them to understand how my brain works. I want them to understand the best practices, and I want them to feel confident in making informed decisions. When you're in a building that's literally miles away from the main office and you have to make split-second decisions, I want them to be confident in that, and I want them to understand that they're equipped with those tools to navigate them through those environments. Otherwise, we're just going to be trying to figure things out as we go, and that's never going to lead to a successful account.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you've come a long way. I just want to congratulate you again with your recent promotion to Regional Vice President. What types of things are you most excited about stepping into that new role?
Well, the biggest thing for me, and I take steps back all the time, and I think about that momentum and enthusiasm to go to your first account, and I found more value as I've grown with the company to be a director and go from having no ADs to 5 ADs and managers across the system that I support to now having the opportunity to support a even more broad spectrum of management. One of the best things for me is, you know, being able to develop somebody from one tier to the next, and whether that's a supervisor to an assistant director or an AD to a director role, you know, those are the things that I find most valuable because I know that individual is going to have a better quality of life and they're going to take those tools and translate that into someone else's life also.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you again for joining me and having this conversation. Congratulations again on your recent promotion and good luck with the new opportunity.
Thank you.